Here we are for Ariel number 2. This time it is going to be the Nomad. And last time out, we did something a little strange. We built an Ariel Atom 500 V8 that didn't have aerodynamics, and it was terrible. If we're being honest, I think you guys could probably tell. You could probably tell that it was pretty bad. But we're going to go a little bit different direction with the Ariel Nomad here. I want to see what this thing is capable of. I'm fairly certain it is not capable of reaching X class, and that is probably a limitation of the engine size that you can put in it, I would assume. Also, some of you guys may have noticed already that there is a car to the left-hand side of this Ariel Nomad, and that is in fact the Warthog from Halo, which I did get as a result of this past weekend's Forzathon. I'd missed out on the Warthog on all of the previous opportunities to get it. I believe this is the third or fourth opportunity they've had to get the Warthog in Forza Horizon 3, and I finally got it, and it's an AMG apparently. I didn't know Mercedes were getting into military stuff in the future, but we're going to go back and we're going to do this at some point, but I really want to do this Nomad first. And again, I want to max this bad boy out. So this is the episode that is directly following the Atom, just alphabetically, because Atom A comes ahead of Nomad N. So that's why we're doing this one next. But then again, you know, this is going to be like an episode 14.1 or whatever. You know, it's going to have a decimal point on this one. We're just going to have to add it in. Whatever number the Rebel is, this will be that number, 0.1. So that'll be slotted in the playlist. Similarly, you know, the same way that we did like the Stradale. You know, I ended up doing it later on. God, it's such a beautiful car. And then sneaking it into the playlist later on. So we're going to do the same thing with the Warthog, but like I mentioned, we're going to kick things off, and we're just going to max this thing out. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this part uncut. I'm not gonna do any sort of editing around this part, and that way you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So only brakes able to get there, and in fact, actually, we do want to make this all-wheel drive, so we're gonna go ahead and pop that in. It does jump up the PI pretty significantly, and then we can put in a 3-liter V8, which is going to, wow, it's actually less torque, but it's a lot more horsepower, and it's lighter weight, and gives better weight distribution as well. So yeah, we'll go for the 3-liter V8 Racing. 3-liter V8 though is kind of small. That's interesting. And then we are going to go for the twin turbos as well. Now we'll go back into here, and we will get all of the transmission related items, slowly creeping the PI up. No PI gains from the final couple of things there, and then we are going to want the widest possible tires at the rear too. Is going to actually increase the PI. We are also going to want to go ahead and change the rims. So let's see, we could lose 26 pounds. Looks like the highest amount that we can drop off of these. I don't think there's anything lower weight than that. Let's see if there's anything in here that's less than 26. I'm not seeing anything. 17. No, it's not looking like any of these are even 26. Let's just go through some of these real quick. I think these are actually the heaviest ones generally. It's another 26. Ooh, I actually kind of liked how that looked though. Might end up going for those, kind of like a muscle car feel to it. I'm not seeing any other minus 26s. Oh, there's one. Ooh, I kind of like that too. Yeah, let's go for it. And then let's see if we can eke out any PI. No, it actually oh my god, takes it up to. I mean, it's just increasing the weight though. I don't understand why it drops the PI and then it increases it back up. What does this do? It just drops it. Yeah, just drops it. So let's just leave it the way it is. I don't really want to mess with that stuff. Let's see what we could do as far as aerodynamics. Well, actually, yeah, we need to take that off if we want to max out the PI. And then same thing. Let's take off that. Just max out everything. Oh yes. Remove that. We don't need that where we're going. And yep, we're gonna take that off as well. So it is bare bones, as naked as it will get. Not a load of options here as far as upgrading the power is concerned, but we are gonna max it out, as I said, even though it is only barely at the top of S2 class. Or, no, excuse me, it barely into S2 class. So actually, I think I'm gonna pass on this stuff. And let's just leave it at 900 PI, because that just seems to make sense. Yeah, what if we do this, and then this? No, that's not gonna do it. No. There we go. That should do it. Can we? No, can't eke out anything extra on there. So this is how it's going to look. 62,460 credits is going to take our Ariel Nomad up to 660 horsepower, down to 1,004. We lost 7 pounds, boys, and up into S1 class, 900 PI. Again, you can get it into S2 class, but I don't really see the benefit of that. So, I mean, this thing is just a pure rally racer right here. I mean, this is just pretty much as pure as it gets. I'll take a look and see if I can find an interesting paint, and then let's go ahead and take this thing out. Here we go. I have tuned and painted the Ariel Nomad. It's got a V8 racing engine. Missed my opportunity to hear it there. I think we're probably going to want to take a look at the gearing for it. And I hadn't planned to do this at Blizzard Mountain, but you know what? Let's do it at Blizzard Mountain. Why not? I am going to want to check the tuning on this, check the gearing, make sure it's not stupid, and it's incredibly stupid. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. Wow. All the way to the right, 182 miles an hour. Let's see what this looks like. 186 miles an hour, but yeah, let's just do this. All the way to the right appears to be the way to go for the gearing on this car, which is interesting. All right, we're gonna do a championship, which is this is what we did with the Rebel. We did a championship, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the same sort of thing. I think I'm gonna do. I'll do off-road buggies. I'll do off-road buggies, but yeah, it's gonna be 4 races we're gonna do here for this episode. So it looks like for this championship, we're going to be doing 2 hill climbs and 2 downhill races as well. The paint job on my car, in case you couldn't tell, is kind of like a pearlescent. It's white with just hints of red coming through. Same thing on the rims as well. So this first one is going to be a hill climb. So here we go. Fantastic start. Bouncing off the limiter a lot, though. Oh, gosh. Not loads of grip. Kind of used that guy as a wall, but that's okay. I used him as a brake, but he'll be all right. Very sideways through the hairpin. Get off the throttle though. Get over to the left. And I should be relatively familiar. Oh gosh, I've completely screwed myself on all of those skill points. I thought I could go to the right there, but clearly I could not. But yeah, I should be fairly familiar with this circuit. I haven't driven it loads of times, but this is the circuit that Fail Race does his Hill Climb Monsters series on. So here we go. Great exit out of that corner. Gonna put us up into the lead of this race. 3rd gear through there, on the throttle. Nice. Bit of oversteer. Handles it like a champ. I mean, the Nomad is a fantastic off-roading car when it's bone stock. It is rear-wheel drive, which does make it a bit more complicated in comparison to other all-wheel drive alternatives. For some reason, I came into that corner in 5th gear. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that. Nicely through there. Oh, I could have carried more speed through there. That's all right. There's some ice patches coming up here, I know. There's one of them. Oh, that ice caught me out. On throttle. Low speed corner coming up after the jump. Second. Very sideways into it. Okay, come on. Get it turned in on the throttle and power, power, power to the finish. Very nice. Very easy. Very easy for the Nomad. No problems whatsoever. Turning this thing all-wheel drive and putting an even more powerful V8 has really turned this thing into something completely different. As you saw at the beginning of the video, I had this as an A-class rear-wheel drive car, and it was plenty of fun like that. Man, I have to say those rims look fantastic in that lighting. But yeah, it was an A-class rear-wheel drive car, and now it is, of course, a all-wheel drive S1 class car, and I like it a lot more like this. Alright, down the hill we're going to go now for the Blizzard Mountain Cross Mountain Descent. Going to continue the championship, of course, and in our Nomad, of course. But yeah, it's a pretty good car. It seems a lot more nimble than the Chola, for example, the Illumicraft, all of those, because I've already done the Illumicraft, obviously, on this channel. I don't think I took it up to S1 class, though. I don't really remember, but I feel like it was A class. So, I'm not sure what it's like as an S1 class car, but the Nomad is fantastic as an S1 class car. Kind of hard to see. Bit of understeer at the exit. I think he's on my left still. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. I am really having to concentrate for this. Did I get that? I guess I did. Whoa! Whoa! Where did that guy come from? I thought I was in a battle for the lead. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is like a four-way battle now. Oh no. Yep, I've completely spun it. That was a little too sideways for that corner. Just a smidgen. So you're gonna lose a position here. Oh man. I mean, it's a lot harder to control going downhill, as you can see. Come on. Oh! Oh! Did he die? No, no, he's fine. I thought he died. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's not really how I was intending to take that corner, but it works, I guess. Very sideways through there, but it worked well, actually. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, hugging that inside line through there, and then on the brakes, onto the actual road, and sprint to the finish. Oh yeah, stretching its legs. Look at that, 160 miles an hour, 170 miles an hour, almost 180 miles an hour across the finish line, and it's another win for the Ariel Nomad. I am happy with how those rims came out. I really, really am. The car as a whole, in fact, it's got like it's almost like it's got some blood in it or something like that. Like it's bloody on the inside. Okie dokie. Not what I was intending. On the snow, it's very easy for the oversteer to turn to understeer and vice versa. I don't know if that's a feature of the car. But yeah, I mean, right there, I went from oversteer to understeer and then back to oversteer. But, like, they cancel each other out. So it's almost like you're just driving with lots of grip. It's very, very strange. Oh, yeah. Got a hairpin coming up here, though. Oh, that ice is brutal. I really should have just stayed to the outside there. I also didn't need to slide that corner so much. Oh, nicely through there, though. I liked how it took that hairpin very much. I took that really, really well, by my standards anyway. No. Don't hit the wall too hard. No! No! I just lost all those points. I thought that was a 4th gear corner. That was more of a 3rd gear corner, as it turns out. Oh! Yeah, see, that was a lot of understeer right there. And I couldn't initiate oversteer, so I had some troubles. A lot of the same corners in these races, which is interesting. Oh god. I forgot about that ice patch there. Oh, 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 oh. Understeer, 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 oversteer. Get the checkpoint, hit the checkpoint. Okay, wait to get on the throttle and then boot it out of the corner. And across the line. It's another win for the Nomad. It's just so strong in these conditions. Also, I do seem to have a pretty significant PI advantage over, for example, the other Nomads. All the other Nomads are only 850 PI, and I'm 900. Which doesn't really seem fair. Final race of the championship, and, you know, I have to say, I was expecting this car to be crazier. Now, that's not to say it isn't good, because it is very good. It's an exceptionally good car, particularly for these conditions, these especially the hill climbs, I would say. Going downhill, it's a little bit scarier. Again, this is a 660 horsepower car that weighs less than a ton. I mean, it's like 2 pounds per horsepower, or something ridiculous. 2.2 pounds per horsepower, around there, 2.1. So it's a lot of power in a very lightweight car, which makes going downhill pretty terrifying, to be perfectly blunt about it. It can be very scary, which we're about to see here. This is the last of the championship races, and it is a downhill race, although we are going uphill at the moment. I'm sure that's about to change. There we go. Get off that guy's bumper. Oh, across the ice. That's all right. Had to get off the throttle there. Oh, gosh. Nope. That's not how I wanted to do that. Nicely through there. Okay. The snow really isn't helping. It's interesting that it's both snowing very hard and also sunny. Oh, gosh. And I've completely ruined another corner there. See, again, that's what I'm talking about with the downhill. It's just way less controlled. I mean, in the other downhill race, I was battling for 4th position, and we might find ourselves. Look at it. As soon as it gets some traction, though. Uh-oh. Nicely around the hairpin. Oh, come on. Come on. Get turned. Oh, man. Oh, no. The ice really messed me up there. But it's not as ludicrous as I thought it was. You know, when I saw it was 660 horsepower and only 1,400 pounds. I mean, why is this thing S1 class? It's very strange. I thought it would be more ludicrous. I thought it was going to be more intense. But really, I mean, it's one of the better off-road cars I've ever driven. believe it or not. It's not the best that I've ever driven. Probably not the fastest or the easiest to drive. But, I mean, it's perfectly fine. I would say it doesn't really have a strength. It's not easy to drive. That much is for sure. I'd say it's difficult to master, anyway. But, again, I thought it would be crazier. I thought I'd be doing stuff like that finish throughout the entire race. So, it's actually quite tame compared to my expectations. It's still a crazy car. It's obviously a crazy car. It's just more tame than what I was expecting. And really, it's like a solid car. I mean, I would use this. I would use this car in races to try and win them. So it's solid. No complaints, really, at all. Which is kind of disappointing. I was expecting to be like doing a lot of screaming in this episode, like, ah, this thing's too nuts. And nope, it's fine. So that's gonna do it for this episode of the A through Z series. Next time, I believe, is gonna be the Warthog. I'm about to record the next episode right after I finish up this one. So, but I'm pretty sure I'm feeling pretty good that I'm gonna do the Warthog. So, is Driftking gonna just drive right into me? Yep. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Here, maybe I can... Oh, I just missed him. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.